So I'm going to unravel and reveal the bullcrap tactics that these big YouTube gurus give you all, and they don't even do the hustles themselves 9 times out of 10. And if they do say they do it, they don't show enough proof. I'm going to show you how I've been using AI, but I'm also going to cover a few things. I'm looking at my notes right here. The 3 things that we're going to cover is, if you don't have any ideas, will AI still be able to help you earn money online? If everyone is already using AI, is it too late for you? And number 3, is using AI cheating or lazy? What is my opinion on it and how you should view it? I'm sorry to even have to make this video, but I just saw a bull crap video on how to make money online with AI, and it's just full of crap. It's just, there's a ton of videos out here that are telling you, make this AI bot and program this and make this AI, and you don't have to code. And guess what? It's confusing to me, and I'm a nerd. I know programming. You know what I'm saying? I have been in business, and I can only imagine, as a beginner who wants to make money online, how frustrating this can be, because this is a whole new world for you. Let's get into the first one, which is, if you don't have any ideas, will AI still help you? Now, I want to make this clear, okay? Using AI is like having an assistant, okay? It's not your replacement. I don't care how simple somebody makes it seem. Oh, you can use AI and it'll do all the work for you, and you can go ahead and make money. I'm telling you, they're selling you a dream that's just a little bit too sweet. All right. Your instincts, if you've ever thought, that sounds a little bit too good to be true, it probably is. But that's not everything in this world. I'm going to show you. Number one, because I remember I was an online fitness coach back in 2022, and one of my students, when GPT was a baby, I mean, it didn't have a voice. You couldn't record your voice and speak to it. It was just a chat bot. It didn't have an app. It didn't even have a paid feature. It was very, very young. It was literally in its first 30 days. And my fitness client, who was paying me $300 a month, I think it was like $350 a month. And he had asked me, he was like, Coach Jay, I'm not saying I'm going to cancel my program with you, because I've definitely been getting results, but AI just rolled out, and now I can ask it to create my meal plan and create my workout plan. So why would we need a coach going on into the future? And I let him know. I was like, Corey, you have always had access to this information. Like, you could have looked up on YouTube without AI and found out how to make your own meal plan. You could have followed somebody else on Instagram, on TikTok. You could have looked it up on Google. Just because AI exists don't mean that I'm gonna get replaced. I'm not afraid of getting replaced, because I'm not a book. I'm not just full of information. I'm full of experience and connection. You hired me as an online fitness coach because of accountability. And yeah, if you're wondering, Jay, well, what if an AI bot can hold somebody accountable on an app? It's still not a human. AI can't hop on no FaceTime with you. And even if it shows a face, even if there's an AI that shows a human face and it acts like it's speaking to you, you know it's not human. Don't get me wrong. The value and the information is out there with whatever you want to make money with. This isn't new. The same thing that someone else could charge for on YouTube, and they sell their little ebook or course, you can find somewhere free on the internet. The problem is when you believe AI is the answer to everything. People look at AI and they're like, oh, I'm going to learn this without having to pay for it. You're not getting anywhere. Information has always been accessible to everyone, especially since we've had these metal rectangular devices enter our lives. Okay. I'm here to tell you that experience and storytelling, you giving your own story, me giving my own story of me being a fitness coach and having a client, AI can't create that. Maybe it can, but you know it's not real. You know it's not authentic. And so the question that has to be asked here is, if you believe that AI is a replacement, why don't you believe it can be used as your assistant? A replacement is a complete replacement of you. An assistant is not even a copy of you. It's an accessory. Okay. I'm human. I can look at a clock and tell the time, but I still consider getting an Apple Watch because it just makes my life easier when I want to tell the time and when I want to set a timer, when I want to go in the shower and only take 10 minutes in the shower and then set a 1-minute timer to get a cold shower. This is my experience of having an Apple Watch. AI is not going to be able to give you all that. It'll give you the information of the features of the Apple Watch, but it won't give you a complete replacement of you because you're still living. Like, are you kidding me? Let's not look at AI as a replacement. Let's look at it as an assistant. Now, if you're wondering, well, if other people are making money with AI, then is it oversaturated? And I think this, honestly, I think it's a fair question because there is a such thing as oversaturation. But before I get into it, I want to ask you guys right now in the comment section, what is your number one struggle when it comes to making money online? AI or no AI? Like, AI is only a couple years old. Okay. And to the public, what has been your biggest struggle with making money online? All right. Put it in the comment section down below, and I promise I will respond to each and every single one of you all personally. I don't have any assistants. I don't reply with AI. I literally go in my comment section and I reply back within 24 hours. What is your biggest struggle when it comes to making money online? All right. Now, let's go back to it. Oversaturation. It's real. I don't care what any YouTube guru, I'm telling you, we see it all the time. We see it all the time in the real world. All right. When there's a news channel that says, oh my gosh, the toilet paper is about to run out. All right. And a whole bunch of people rush to the grocery stores to get toilet paper. That's oversaturation. They limit how much you can buy in the store per customer because it's oversaturation. They only have a certain amount of supply and they have a whole bunch of demand. And we know when the demand goes up and the supply is down, the price goes up. All right. So there is a such thing as oversaturation, but oversaturation only applies in certain principles in our lives. When it comes down to authenticity, okay, there's no oversaturation of that. What do I mean? Again, we're going back to the point of AI being your replacement. If you just look at AI as a way for you to make money, yes, there's oversaturation because somebody can just copy your work and then just duplicate it. This happens all the time in business. Amazon exists because it looked at the structures. And for those who don't know, Amazon started off as a book selling company. Okay. They didn't worry about, Alexa. Hold on. She's going to go off in the back. Never mind. Okay. They weren't worried about that technology. They weren't worried about the Nook. They weren't worried about Amazon Prime. They were focused on getting books from point A to point B without people having to go to bookstores. Thank God Barnes & Noble is still there because I telework there sometimes to edit my videos. But there's a lot of bookstores that went out of business because of Amazon. All right. Oversaturation is real. But when you're authentically yourself, like what I'm doing right now, okay, I'm not using AI to create a script, but I did use AI to create some notes, some key points that I need to get to so I don't talk your head off. Okay. It helps you. It doesn't replace you. The easiest way for you to get in an oversaturated market is to completely rely on AI and watch somebody's video say, well, you can use it. You can use AI to create an ebook. Yeah, you don't think my mom hasn't thought about that, bro? Like, let's be real here. If you can take a picture now with GPT and it can tell you what the item is and what the price is and give you a link and then do research on the internet, I'm pretty sure it can create an ebook. That's like asking if a calculator can add an equation that has 3 different parts, 1 + 2 + 5. Of course it can do that. Of course it can. Why wouldn't it be able to? You being authentic makes you less replaceable because you're going to share your stories. Now you're going to hear what I'm getting to here, but the main point is people who spend money with other people, whether it's a business or literally other people that you know how to help and give value to, they don't want to buy from you because of the product. They buy from you because of your story. They buy from you because of who you are. They buy from you because they know you, like you, and trust you. You can't trust AI. Like, that's like saying you're going to trust Siri. Like, do you trust her? She was built by somebody else, and you don't even know who she was built by. You know the company, you don't know the person. And you're like, well, I don't want all my information online. Okay. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole, but let's be honest here. You have to view it as your assistant. Otherwise, you're going to be in an oversaturated market. Okay. The best thing to do is to use AI as your accessory so you can be able to share your authenticity and your stories and your value so other people can say, I like her. I like him. Just take my wallet. All right. Now, if you are worried about AI making you lazy, it's not ethical, it's cheating. I used to think the same thing. I mean, I couldn't tell you all the times where I would tell my loved ones and my friends, I'd be like, man, if I was in college and AI was there, I would ace all of you telling me I didn't have to hire nobody on Chegg for $15 a month? If y'all remember Chegg, man, let me know in the comment section down below. See Chegg in the comment section down below if y'all remember Chegg. But the reason I say this is because AI can be used to cheat. It really can. I can't lie to you. All you have to do is think about how you can copy somebody else's work, and it could very much be used as cheating. But the way I like to show you all how to use it to your advantage, not for cheating and not for using it in a lazy way, it makes you feel confident about the work that you're creating. All right. AI is basically like the sports car in a foot race. It's just a better vehicle. Okay. Now, I create multiple things with AI. Like, for example, when I told you I was an online fitness coach, my student asked me, he was like, well, I can use AI and I can just create my meal plan and I can create a workout plan. Why would I need a coach? And I'm like, bro, accountability. Like, I bought a whole separate iPhone, which is the iPhone. Ironically enough, it's the iPhone that I'm filming on right now. Okay. I bought a separate cell phone and a separate cell phone plan to take care of my students personally. I had a whole separate business number. I was taking care of them. I was FaceTiming them. I was making sure I was there for them because I cared for their results. Okay. Now, that right there separated me from what any type of AI would do. But when AI got created, I used it to earn more money in my online fitness business. How? I'm glad you asked. Simply said, how can I make my program more valuable? I'm already giving my students this, and this, but I know AI can give this information out and for much easier access now because they can give their custom problems to this AI chatbot. And how do I make my company more valuable? Well, AI and I came up with an idea of basically ordering meal prep for my students. So now when they join my program, I was going to feed them for the next 30 days, food to their front door, meals that they enjoyed. I would order from HelloFresh, and I think it was called Every Plate. And what we would do is I would have my students pay a premium membership to have access to me as their personal coach. They would get a custom workout program, a custom meal plan, and the meal plan would be delivered to their front door. AI can't deliver your food to your front door. You know what I'm saying? It helped me create the idea, and I made profit off of giving the meals because they didn't have to worry about, well, what am I going to eat this week? What am I going to order? I can search it myself. I was doing the work. I was hiring employees to help me place the food orders and ask them what they wanted to eat. And it was a beautiful process. Okay. But I didn't use it to cheat. I used it to create something new, to create more value. And I know I'm not sharing my screen and showing you how to create an AI chatbot, but I got to share my experience because a lot of people are telling you a whole bunch of bull crap about what you can do and they haven't done it themselves. And I just don't believe that. I believe in moving forward, taking the risk, and then sharing my experience, the lessons and the actual value points, what to do and what not to do, most importantly, when it comes down to experience. All right. But with that being said, you obviously know the 3 things that you do to not make money online with AI. So if you want to make sure, okay, that you don't miss out on the easiest way for you to make money online using an online side hustle, then definitely click this video that's showing up on your screen right now. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.